Often, every choice of material that an engineer has available to consider have difficult trade-offs. That's why we talk so much about trade-offs. Glass, what makes it good for a windshield? Well, what makes it good is that you can see through it and that it can protect the occupants from most small projectiles. If a pebble jumps up and hits your windshield, then it's going to keep it from hitting you in the face, and it's going to protect you from the wind, and it provides a lot of protection. What's not so great about it is that it's not going to protect you from every object. If you get hit by something a little bit bigger, then it creates a hazard for the driver. So everywhere there's a trade-off. To mitigate these trade-offs and the disadvantages caused by them, engineers will frequently combine materials. This is a car windshield is a good example of that, because car windshields are not made from pure glass. One way that they can make safety glass for windshields is they'll put a layer of vinyl to uh, they'll sandwich vinyl and glass layers together, so that when something does strike the windshield, the glass may still shatter, but the vinyl holds the glass together. So we see that this whole windshield is completely shattered, but but the driver probably didn't have a bunch of big sharp pieces of glass flying at them after the windshield broke. So what can you think about? Can you think about objects you've used that are a combination of materials. Most things we have are not made from just one material. So maybe in your notes, write down some ideas, describe one of the objects, and explain how the properties of the materials were useful. For example, eyeglasses. Eyeglasses use a clear material to affect light. In the lenses, they use lightweight but strong material for most of the frame. That might be aluminum or plastic or even carbon fiber. And they have very strong but more dense metal for the hinges. I know I used to wear glasses, and I know when I was a kid, kids treat things a little bit rough sometimes, that the hinges were the places where the glasses would frequently break. And now they make hinges with springs in them, so it makes it harder to break them, because that was identified as a weak point somewhere between the time I was a kid and I became an adult. And so now, every time I see glasses, many of them will have these spring hinges in them to prevent them from breaking. Folding deck chair is another example of an object made of a combination of materials. It might have a hollow aluminum frame made from hollow tubing to give it shape, and then a seat made of flexible fabric or webbing to make it soft and comfortable. What can you think of that's made from a variety of materials? Probably most things you can think of are made from a combination of materials.